said this stat a multitude of times. These
You were just in
Celtics,
Miami.
hold
Stop.
on, let me transition here, guys. The Celtics are the only team in the NBA with a better record against the Warriors in the Steve Kerr area, but the Warriors are favored. So let's go around and pick this series, and I'll start with you. Who do you have winning the chip?
First off, I can't wait to watch it. I actually have the Golden State Warriors winning.
Okay.
I think I have them winning in 6. I do think when it's all said and done, their experience will be the deciding factor. I think Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, they will be back in the NBA Finals, just like the Golden State Warriors will be. But I think there is something about going through the process for the first time for this Boston Celtics team.
What's wrong with your face?
He just
Go ahead.
gets annoyed.
I personally am very confused by this procession of answers from Jay Will. In the very first segment, the question was, what will be the deciding factor in this series? And Jay Will talked about Marcus Smart, who's on the Celtics, and then he picks the Warriors and verbatim says the deciding factor will be the Warriors' experience. I don't know about the flip-flopping here.
Stephen A.
Stephen A., what is going on?
I'm a point guard. JJ is more of a shooter, so I don't expect him to know all the nuances. When I first said it, I did not say verbatim he'll be the deciding factor. I said the matchup that I'm looking forward to more than anything will be Marcus Smart. So there's a little crisscross for you, Stephen A.
Well, we got
that's a valid point. That's a valid point.
But
that don't mean that I'm not siding with my man JJ, because I am partial to shooters more so than point guards, I must confess. I am partial to shooters. Now, Mr. Top Gun, we gonna support Mr. Top Gun today. I mean, he got the #1 movie out right now. We gonna support Mr. Top Gun. Okay, that's what we gonna do. All right, we gonna do that. Okay. But in the end, I would tell you this: when I look at the Golden State Warriors, I view this as a pick'em series. I truly do. I mean, if I hadn't been picking the Warriors, I don't know what I would have done, because I ain't jumping off the ship. But I got to tell you something right now. Boston can beat this team because they defend. Usually when we're thinking about youth, Jay, when we're thinking about youth and teams that haven't been there, it's a team that's really, really good, that's got a lot of talent, that you expect some things from offensively. It's rare that you see a team this young, this inexperience in terms of championship hardware, championship experience, that's this elite defensively, led by a first-year head coach who has elevated their defensive prowess significantly. I can't say enough about the Boston Celtics. I'm just of the mindset, I am partial to shooters. I am partial to dudes that can pull up from 40. And I don't think that there's a defense for that when they're flowing on that level. And then I got to take into account the fact that Otto Porter Jr., Gary Payton II, others have been practicing now, and so you're expected to have some additional bodies that will contribute to your defense being elevated. And offensively, their movement without the basketball. Here's the key, guys, and JJ, I want you to answer this as well, both of y'all, of course. Golden State can't do what Boston has a tendency to do. Stop dribbling all the damn time and trying to dribble through defenders and acting like you can't get stripped. Golden State is adroit at spreading the floor, making sure their spacing is appropriate, and distributing the basketball and catching and shooting as well. We've seen Steph and others dribble the basketball. They don't need to do too much of that in this series. They need to have their spacing right, be selfless, pass the ball, shoot. The more you dribble, the more prone you're going to be to turnovers, and that will hurt you against Boston. I don't believe they're going to do that for 4 games, and that's why I have Golden State winning this series in 7.
Final word here, and then I got to get to another tournament that happens.
That's totally fine. I'm going to stick with my pick that the Celtics are going to win on the defense. On the experience side, I'm not completely buying that as it relates to this Celtics team. They've been to 3 conference finals already. When you look at Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, in terms of a list of guys 25 or under total playoff wins, they're at the top of that list. And I want to say one thing about the Warriors. To your point, Stephen, and it's a great point, because the Warriors are going to have to turn this game into a track meet. And when you look at how they play basketball, assist percentage, hockey assists, fewest dribbles per touch, amount of time with the ball per touch, like all that is best in the league. They move the ball, they get body movement, they lead the league in made layups on cuts per game. Like, that's how they're going to have to play. Going against this Celtics defense, we've seen it throughout this playoffs, it's not the answer when you go head on. You've got to get this shifting side to side.
All right, the two of you going with the Dubs, JJ going with the Celtics. Stephen A., I don't know if you know this, but Jay Will already broke in this court, and a trophy was actually already handed out ahead of the finals, and it's kind of a big deal. It was 20 minutes of intense action. Luckily, no major injuries, just heavy breathing and sore bodies. Jay Will dominating in the 2-on-2 showdown yesterday, putting up 10 of the 11 points as Jay and Key take home the trophy over Barton High. Look at that. You guys, I mean, you went all in.
What did I tell you?
No, I have enough trophies at home. I don't need to go grab that one. I'm okay.
Okay. Stephen A., are you surprised by the Jay Will result here? Because I need you to break this down for me. Did you see that film just now? It's intense.
First of all, let's rewind the clock and revert back to my prediction. I predicted that Jay Will and Keyshawn, really Jay Will, would do this. Okay, Alan Hahn, mad respect for him, got love for him, played Division II ball like me, but damn it, he ain't Jay Williams. Bart Scott, listen, this is a dude that was a linebacker and a safety on the National Football League era. Once you get addicted to hitting people, that's all you know. Right, you know, Bart Scott wanted to give me his background about how he played ball and he has a scholarship and he was a 2-sport star. I don't want to hear all that. You were in the NFL, all right, for a decade knocking people upside their head. And all of a sudden, you going to go back to the finesse game that's basketball. I knew that Bart Scott wasn't going to be able to do, but he's just too damn big and muscular, and he's addicted to pushing people around. That's not basketball, okay? And then Keyshawn, God bless him. God bless my brother. I mean, the huffing and puffing. I saw that when he was practicing. All right? But Jay Williams
doesn't lie.
Jay always looks in shape. Jay is playing ball more often than people realize. And this is a guy that was a National Player of the Year and a national champion. Now, if they had J.J. Redick out there, I think the game would have been closer. But I'm going with Jay Williams. And sure enough, he proved me right. Yes. I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud of my brother.
Because I didn't feel like I had to wear shorts.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
Well, JJ can understand this, and Stephen A. can too. There have been many times in college where you came out of the locker room at Duke and you see the other team warming up and you're like, okay, today's going to be one of those days.
It's going to be a good day.
That was us yesterday.
It's going to be a good day.
I'm getting buckets today. I'm going to feel good about myself when it's all said and done. We've been there, Jay.
JJ, you just retired. What did you think of the film?
Well, I would just say this. I'm not surprised by the result. And what's the Brian Scalabrine line that he said to the random player who tried him one-on-one? He said, I'm much closer to LeBron than you are to me. Let's keep in mind, Jay Williams played in the NBA. Even after his unfortunate accident, he played in the NBA. He's an NBA player. He's just on a different level than all those other guys.
Exactly.
By the way, I got to tell you though, Stephen A., I had to stop Keyshawn from warm-ups. Keyshawn was breathing hard during warm-ups.
Yes.
I had to shut him down.
Yeah, Key needs to get in the show.
Can we say something about our brother? Can we say something about our brother Keyshawn? Can we say something about our brother Keyshawn? Keyshawn has lived a very, very comfortable adult life. Highly successful, #1 overall pick in the NFL, finished a businessman, a family man. That brother ain't got to work out. He ain't got to. And sure enough, he showed you. He don't do much of that. So, I mean, it is what it is. We understand.
Stephen A. He doesn't got to, but he should.
He should. Thank you, Molly.
Okay?
Thank you.
He should. We should all be working out.
We all should.
Sometimes on these shows, you can catch strays. Keyshawn's taking direct hits today.
Direct hits.
Listen, lesson to everybody out there. Listen, you don't mess around. I don't give a damn how good you think you are. Cats who play professionally, respect and stay in your lane. I know I can beat them brothers. I know good and damn well I can't beat J.J. Redick and Jay Williams. See, I know. I know this. You understand? You have to know.
We can keep the court up, Stephen A. I mean, we can keep the court up. We can keep the court up here now.
I mean, I kind of feel like JJ and I had the backcourt that never was, and I wonder if we were to challenge other analysts how they would pan out. I'm just, throwing that out there.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't be able, the non-pro players would not be able to mess with y'all. I would tell you this, I'd be better than what I saw.
Stephen A., you pick a partner. Someone at ESPN, and me and Jay will play y'all, all right? And we're going to target you every single time. We're
I
targeting
agree.
you.
Tyrant, I agree because
Whoever you're
I
guarding.
wouldn't be
We
able
don't
to
want
stop
you to
y'all from-
agree.
Time out.
Who are you
Y'all would
picking?
beat me, but I'd get mine. You
Wait,
beat
what do
me,
you
but
mean
I'd
get
get
yours?
mine.
What do
I
you
wouldn't
mean
look
get
like
yours?
that.
Wait, hold on.
I wouldn't,
Stephen,
What do you
I wouldn't
mean
look
get
like
yours?
that.
I thought Magic's on countdown tonight. You picking Magic? Who you got? Who's your partner?
Let me think about that.
Stephen A., I guarantee you will not score 1 bucket.
Wow.
Excuse me.
I guarantee
Wow.
you. Jay, would you agree with me?
I mean, at times in my career, I was a defensive liability. On this court against you and whoever else at ESPN,
You're Marcus
I'm
Smart.
a star defensive player.
Marcus Smart.
I'm a star.
I don't think you will get 1 bucket, Stephen A.
Let me explain this to y'all. I'm not making excuses, but I'm gonna make a guarantee. All right?
Okay.
Because you know I got to get ready to have another shoulder surgery next year at this time. Y'all will still be here. We can do that. I promise. And I'll be 55 by then. I
Okay.
promise you, ain't nobody shutting me out. I promise you that. I don't give a damn who it is. Now I didn't say I'd win, but me not score a bucket, please. Y'all better watch
All right.
your mouths.
We'll give you.
You
we'll
better
give you
watch
a
your
year.
mouths.
We'll give you
JJ,
365
I'll
days
wait.
of training.
I'll wait for it.
We'll
I'll
wait
wait
a
for
year.
it.
I can't
We
wait to
can
pull
do
up
it.
this
You can
tape.
wait. I gotta have shoulder
I cannot
surgery. You know
wait to
that.
pull this tape up.
What's-
the
I
I'm
gotta
just
have
saying-
another
What's
shoulder.
the date
I gotta have
today?
another
June
shoulder
2nd?
surgery.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not faking it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Okay.
faking it. Now, mind
Get in
you,
the gym.
y'all are my type of players. I got nothing but love for y'all. I'll step my place. I ain't saying I can compete or beat y'all, but
Yeah.
to
No,
say
you're
that
saying
I
score a
wouldn't
bucket.
score a basket,
You ain't
no,
scoring
no,
a
no,
basket.
no. I don't give a damn who
You're going
it
to have a hard
is.
time putting
You
the
don't-
ball on
you-
the ground.
Listen, training starts
Whatever.
today.
Whatever.
All right, let's leave it there. You guys are the best. Coming up on First Take, much more on the finals live out here from the Seaport. It's a beautiful day. We're having fun. Game